How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back to the channel where today we are kicking off our season. If you watched the last episode, then thank you very much for the support on it. We have actually made some changes from the last episode. If you haven't actually watched it, go link in the description and you'll be able to see that. It's just a quick episode of transfer targets, position changes, and the starting 11 I'll be running with, obviously, before I bring in the targets. So I've actually started a new career mode here because the save that I obviously made beforehand didn't have all the updated transfers on. So I thought it would be a bit better if, we could make all the actual summer transfers happen. So, for example, we do have Vinicius in our team, and there are a few players that have gone out on loan, such as Ryan Sessegnon and Juan Foyth, like they did in real life. So, obviously, we have all the other transfers, like Thomas Partey to Arsenal, Ben Godfrey to Everton, etc., etc. That happened on deadline day around that time. So yeah, we have started a new one, but nothing's changed. The development plan is still exactly the same. So, for example, I've got Dele Alli moving to a centre forward. I've got, who else have I got? Let's have a little look. Yep, Heung-min-Son to a left winger. Dele Alli centre forward, like I said, and then nothing's down here either. We are still selling the same people. For example, Lucas Moura, he's transfer listed, and all the other youth prospects as well. There was only a few players that were added to the squad that weren't in the last one, which was Malachi Fagan-Walcott. I've actually loan listed him. Of course, Juan Foyth and Sessegnon on loan as well already. I was going to do that anyway. I believe I was actually going to sell Juan Foyth. I can't really remember. But I think that's the only addition to the squad, obviously, and Vinicius as well. So yeah, that is what's happened. We're going to go ahead and do some training in the background. But before we do that, we're actually going to go in for one of our transfer targets. Now, obviously, this deal didn't happen in real life, but I would still like to bring him to the club. I do need a left-sided centre-back. And, as you can see, the budget down here, we are going to very much struggle to probably bring Milan Skriniar in. But with a bit of tweaking, let's go 90 to 10 on the scale. And let's go ahead and try and sign Milan Skriniar. So guys, of course, the current value of Milan Skriniar is £60.5 million. Now, we've got £94 million to spend. I don't really want to spend it all, but I've got a feeling that they're going to want pretty much £90 million for him. I'm just going to go ahead with a generous offer of £75 million. Now, that could be too much, but I just think it's not going to be enough, if I'm completely honest with you. Let's skip it. Oh. Well then. Maybe it was a bit generous. I'm not sure, but I mean, okay, well, I'm happy with paying £75 million for him. That's a lot of money, and it's basically all of our money as well until we make a few sales. Now, obviously, we're just going to do some negotiations here. He wants Crucial. That is fine by me. He will be starting pretty much every game. I think he'll probably play more than Toby Alderweireld, who he will be partnered up with. Just skip that. It does get very annoying, doesn't it? These cutscenes. They do take a bit too long, to be honest with you. Let's see what we can do on the wages. Current contract length 4 years. That is fine with me again. Well, I feel like he's going to demand pretty much everything. Yep, he does. Okay, so he wants 84,000. He's currently on 115, so he's taking a massive pay cut. But the clean sheet bonus is massive, so I'm just going to remove that. And I'm presuming he'll want a bit more on the wages, so we'll up it to 90, and we'll see what he says to that. 94. Okay, I can part ways with that. I can do that. Welcome to the club. Milan Skriniar through the door, early doors. Let's just make the changes to the team. Obviously, Sanchez, we are converted Dyer to a centre-back, so he will be the backup centre-back, but Sanchez will obviously take the role on the bench. So there we have it, guys. Milan Skriniar in the side, our left-sided centre-back. Obviously, he's right-footed, but he's got that 4-star weak foot. Really good work rates, just a solid pickup. Really, really happy with that. Him and Alderweireld were going to be an absolute beast to be reckoned with at the back. Obviously, I've got the same defending. I wasn't too sure about that. So yeah, it looks like Alderweireld will be our ball playing centre back, and Skriniar will be a much more solid defensive option. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with the team, to be honest with you. Obviously, we do want to pick up that backup left winger in Marcus Edwards. And I would like to pick up Moussa Dembele as well for nostalgia reasons, but because he will be for that reason only, we are going to try and pick up Edwards beforehand. We just need to finish the scout report on him. So guys, I've just been doing some training drills. If you didn't know, this year in career mode, you have the option to do some, training for your team to up the match sharpness. That it's quite an important stat because the player ratings will either go down or go up depending on what their sharpness is. Now, if you didn't know, the sweet spot for sharpness is around about 60. That's like the first green sharpness, if you know what I mean. So that means if they got 60 sharpness, that is good. So I want to try and get all my players around about that 60 mark. And the only way you can really, how did I miss that? The only way you can kind of effectively get the sharpness up is by doing all the not all the drills, but the drills that you want to do. Wow, that was poor. So I've still got the A rating. So yeah, there's good examples. So you want to get an A rating. A B rating is good, but I'd say C doesn't really cut it. So A or B rating in the drills, and you only need to do them one time each, and then you can simulate them, and you'll get your best rating, whether it be A or B, every single time after that, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be completing drills in the background. I might be talking over some like I am now, but yeah, that's just something I wanted to let you guys know that I'm doing. So what number should we give Skriniar? Now, he's 37 for Inter Milan, and I'm thinking we give him number 26. Ledley King, club legend. Danny Rose is currently that, but he's going anyway. So let's just he's number 14 now. He's gone to. There we go. Well, let's just change this because we don't want him to be taking up player numbers that we might be using. We'll just give Danny Rose number 50 for now. Skriniar number 26. I like the look of it. Let me know what you think. I would give him 37, but I just don't really like the numbers, to be honest with you. I think 26 is a lot more suitable. So guys, where should we put our youth scout? Of course, we've got this Edward Lucas, 5-star experience and judgment scout from England. Now, I would like to hire 3 scouts and put them in, England, Wales, and probably Republic of Ireland. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this guy in England. Now, I'd like to bring in quite a few youth prospects. As you know, this year in career modes, you get a, You get a youth scout off the bat, so which is very, very handy indeed. Now, I'm going to show you that in a second, but for the meantime, obviously, we've got all these additional countries which you never got before, such as Albania, Wales, Estonia, all these countries that you never had before. Let's see in Asia. Okay, I think they're the same. New Zealand's different, of course. But yeah, you've got a lot of different nations to choose from, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna go for like British Isles for this season. Got a few little gems in here, but a few I'm willing to let go. So we've obviously got Luca Tyler from Australia. Kind of looks like an Eric Dyer kind of build. CDM/centre-back. Got a okay overall. It's something we definitely could work with. A very nice potential as well. Left-footed. Low medium work rates. So definitely more of a centre-back in my opinion. But we're going to keep him in the youth academy for now. But we're not going to be releasing him. We go down to Alfonso Bello from Peru. We've got the wavy blonde locks there. High-low work rate. Not very good weak foot or skill moves or stats, to be honest. 47 overall, but his potential looks really, really good. So we'll keep him. And if you didn't know, guys, you can actually do development plan with them as well. So you can actually upgrade their stats before they're even in your club, which is nice to do. But again, we'll keep this guy. I don't think we'll use him just because he's 47 overall. But anyway, we go down to Giovanni Mariani. Now, again, look at that weak foot. 1-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, high-low work rates. Not a good potential either. So we're going to go ahead and release this man. I'm sorry, Giovanni, but you're just not cutting it. And same for Jep Anderson from Denmark. Had a bit of struggle to pronounce that there. 5-star weak foot, however. Poor work rates, not good skill moves. And again, a poor potential. And you know what? It's funny. He's got the second best overall. But yeah, he's got the worst potential. We go down to this guy here. I don't know with all the pronunciations of this guy from Slovakia, but I'm going to say it's Stepan Cerny or Cherny. But again, the potential just isn't great. We're going to keep him, see if that potential grows. But high-low work rate, so decent for an attacker. It's just the skill moves of weak foots aren't great at all. Let's see if we can develop some of these youth academy players and see if we can upgrade them. So skill moves would upgrade a penetrator or the weak foot. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do skill moves. We'll see a playmaker forward, and Oh, sorry, that was weak foot. I was trying to do skill moves. Sorry. Penetrator does the skill moves. So there we go. We'll put him on that. Alfonso Bello. Let's see what we can do with this man here. So what's really lacking here is the weak foot. So again, we'll do an advanced playmaker, I think. Yeah, advanced playmaker to upgrade his weak foot. And for Luca Tyler, now I'm tempted to just turn him into a centre-back off the get-go. How long would that take? 2 weeks. So if we just turn him into a centre-back, hopefully that upgrades his overall. And we'll see what happens with these guys. So guys, we've actually got our first transfer offer from another club. KV Mechelen have offered to sign Cameron Carter-Vickers for £2.6 million. Now, obviously we only wanted to put him on loan, but you know what? We need the funds and he's not really in my plans at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and accept it. And hopefully he is able to leave the club if they are able to pay his wages. As you can see guys, the sharpness is slowly going up on this bit here. We're just getting our way through the training drills in the background. Everyone's sharpness is looking okay. Some players not so much, but Lo Celso and Domblé, kind of the starting 11 players are looking all right. Regulon actually from 41, Skriniar and Højbjerg not looking too good. So I actually might have to integrate Regulon and Skriniar into a few more, and Højbjerg, sorry, into a few more training sessions. But yeah, we're just going to try and get through as much as we can. Drill was actually one of my favourite ones, so I thought I'd put it on the channel. It's actually the counter-attacking scenarios one in the shooting bit. It's quite a good one. You basically have to tackle the opponents before the timer runs out. Are we able to do that? Yes, we are. You just counter-attack, and it's kind of like a... how did I foul him? Okay, interesting. Okay, oh, no, we're not going to be able to do it, are we? Okay, Jesus, we're actually really struggling here. Let's get a tackle on Jack Clark, maybe. Oh, come on, Højbjerg. Come on. You're meant to be my starting CDM, and you can't even tackle the one of the reserve right midfielders. Okay, here we go. Højbjerg wins it back, and it's kind of like an 11-a-side game, but obviously you have this timer here. We're going to play through Serge Aurier there. A little cross to Lucas. Shoot. Oh, what a poor effort. Okay, we've got 3 attempts remaining still. But I don't know, it's quite a little fun skill game. Kind of gets everyone involved a little bit, to be honest with you. I wish this did the whole club. Ran out the timer there. Good tackle by Højbjerg, to be fair. So yeah, we're actually going to get a decent rating. It might be a B. Might have to settle for 1. We've got 1 attempt remaining after this, though. If we could just make a tackle here. Yes, we did. Dele Alli. Okay, we got an A, but we haven't even got on a counter-attack or scored. So I don't really see how that's possible, to be honest with you. And Davis has just scored. But we get the A anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, counter-attacking scenarios is a really good drill. Gets your sharpness up by a lot as well. And you could do up to 5 players on it too. Some more transfer offers, guys. Atletico Madrid have offered for Serge Aurier. Now, I'm not willing to part ways with him. I know the club wasn't either, so I don't really want to sell him. He's a good backup right back, and him and Doherty will be rotating throughout the whole season, to be honest with you, as we get our final scout report on Marcus Edwards here. So our final 2, players that we're willing to sign are in the shortlist with their full overalls updated in there. Really happy with his stats, to be honest. 77 overall is a very nice, it's good stats for a backup left winger. Well, when I convert him anyway. As you can see, our players are looking good. All +1 at least, which is nice to see as well. So 2 more offers. Rose. Olympique Lyonnais have offered to sign Danny Rose. I'm just going to go ahead and accept. Tanganga on loan. No way. No way. We'll just reject that. Oh, loan to buy as well. No way. Reject that offer. I don't want to depart ways with Tanganga on loan. Loan to buy at all. He will be for the future. And I'd love to just train him up to be an absolute beast for us at the back. But here we go, guys. Well, Carter-Vickers' transfer move broke down, kind of expecting it. Danny Rose leaves the club, and Dyer is ready for his position change. So let's go ahead, go to his development plan, and change his position. I wonder what overall he's going to go up to. We'll go on to 82. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we now have an 82 rated Eric Dyer centre back. Wow. Okay, so he actually can't grow any more than he already is going to, which is pretty sad. But I'm going to upgrade his... Oh no, he actually won't upgrade his weak foot, will it? So I'm not too sure what this means. Maybe because his form's in okay. Maybe that's what it means, he won't grow. So I'm not 100% sure on this, but let's do something that will upgrade his stats where I want him to upgrade. So I'm going to go ball playing defender, upgrade his stamina, his weak foot, some defending stats alongside some passing and dribbling. Now, I'd love to have him as a ball-playing defender. Now, if his form goes up to more than okay and good or something like that, hopefully it means he will start to increase even more. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it. But we'll put him on that development plan anyway and see what happens. But I saw also Bergwijn was ready for his position change in this tab down here in the development plan. So let's go to him and let's change his position to a right winger. 84 right winger. Lovely, Steven Bergwijn. Now, I want to upgrade his weak foot. So is introverted winger the only one? Inverted winger, sorry. Yes, it looks like it will be. Upgrade his shooting pace and dribbling, as well as a little bit of stamina too. So we're going to go on inverted winger. It takes 18 weeks. So if we play him, the more we play him, the quicker that will take. So we'll put him on that. Oh, and Son as well. Okay, we've got a lot of development plan stuff here. Let's upgrade him. 88. Okay, so well, it would be rude not to make him 5-star skills. So again, I'm not sure if that means he will go up to 5-star skills. It says 72 weeks, but again, the kind of, if you go on show legend here, it says growth peak. So he's at his growth. So I'm not sure if form makes it more available for him to go up. I'm not 100% sure. We'll put him on it anyway and see what happens. So a loan to buy offer for Alfie Whiteman. Now, a loan to buy. Now, do you know what? We'll negotiate because we can't actually just accept it. We need to kind of set the terms on the buy, or they come to us. But you need to go into this tab or delegate it, whatever. You can't actually just accept it. And a lot of the times, teams will just come to you with loan to buys instead of just loans, which is a bit frustrating. But okay, so proposed loan without buy option. You can do that. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and accept the loan to buy option. Now, they want a 2-year loan. That's fine by me. Well, actually, do you know what? We'll propose a 1-year loan. Let's see what they say to that. So they've said that. They want us to pay 60% of his wages. And do you know what? Again, I don't think this deal's going to go through just because I don't even know what club this is. So we're going to accept. We'll skip that cutscene. So they're ready to offer me 890 grand for his buy offer in the future. And you know what? As I won't be using Alfie Whiteman whatsoever, I'm just going to go ahead and accept it. So that is how you do a loan to buy offer. Just be careful when you click into this menu and you click A to accept, as you might do really quickly. It will actually reject it, which I've done in the past. So there we go. Alfie Whiteman will be leaving on loan, hopefully, if it doesn't fall through, and will be bought at the end of the loan spell. So guys, as Danny Rose obviously sold, we got £10 million for him. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try and get Marcus Edwards right now. He says he's about 19 to 25 million. I'm not sure how much money we actually do have. We're 21 million, but we've got a lot of wages to play with. So I'm actually going to offer them, 20 mil. They want 31 million for him. Okay, that is a lot of money. We're going to go ahead and just say 25. Meet me in the middle. Go on. I know you want to. We do need some wages to be able to afford him. So we'll submit. We can't really go much higher than that. Okay, 29.9. Okay, I believe we can still get this deal done. 27. Oh, do you know what? No, 26.5. We do need some wages. I think that will be enough to cover it. 29.9. Okay. So what can we offer with regards to player swap? Jack Clark. I mean, I'm willing to part ways with Jack Clark. We'll propose new transfer fee, and we'll go down to 26 or 25. Actually, we'll see what they say to that. A right winger for a right winger. Okay, so don't want Jack Clark. Okay, right. So they're really being stubborn here. Let's go for 27. Hopefully they won't walk out on me. We'll see what they say to that. Okay, I'll just wait this one out. Go on. You know you want to accept it. Okay. Lovely. We'll say yes to that. Lovely, lovely stuff. Thank you very much. 27 million now. Can we even afford his wages? He's on a weekly wage of 9 grand. So we should be able to. But you know how FIFA goes. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. So hopefully we're able to afford his wages. We do have a lot. So let's go with rotation. He should accept that. Yes, he does. Lovely. 3-year deal. We're going to put him on a 4-year deal. I don't really want him on a 3-year. Yep, he's happy to accept that. Disregard his release clause, and yeah, there we go. Signing bonus and wage. I'm not even going to bother negotiating with that. So there we go, guys. We brought Marcus Edwards in. He will be our backup left winger. We do need to convert him, of course. He's not going to actually take any spot on the bench, which is unfortunate for him. but we're just going to whack him through the ranks here. I do like organising my players accordingly. It's very frustrating when it's not organised, in my opinion. We're actually going to whack Eric Dyer on the bench instead of Sanchez, to be fair, just because of his overall. So a lot of the players down here are obviously -1, which is not great. We do need to start training them a bit more. Edwards is looking okay on 50, but yeah. So we got a few bench players that we kind of need to get up sharpness, like Sissoko, Winks, Aurier, and of course Eric Dyer on 14 sharpness. The starting 11 is looking a lot better now. Reguilon, Højbjerg still need a bit more, but they have got a +1, which is nice to see. Davis transfer offer now from Sevilla, 22 million now. If we sold him and Aurier, we could have got, you know, about 40 million for both of them. But again, I'm not willing to sell either Davis or Aurier, especially not in the summer transfer window. They're good backups to Doherty and Reguilon, and hopefully they're happy with the lack of game time they'll get. I'm not sure, but we'll see how it goes. But they will be playing, so they're not going to be playing every game, but they will be playing in quite a few games, even in the league as well. I'm not just going to limit them to the cups. Okay, so Alfie Whiteman actually was able to go on loan to Crotone, or Crotone, I don't know how to pronounce that club. Like I said, I'm not a clue what club it is, but I'm glad he actually was able to go out on loan, and he won't actually be coming back, as that message says. He will be going to them for 890 grand at the end of the loan spell. So here we go, guys. 2 more transfer offers have just come through. A lot of clubs want our players. So Wolves want Harry Winks, not willing again to depart with him. So I'm actually going to block that alongside as I blocked with Davis, because people kept coming in for him. Inter Milan, however, want Lucas Moura, 41.5 million now. The board seem to think that we can get 35 to 52 million for him. Now, I don't know about you, but 41.5 million sounds like a lot for Lucas. So I'm not even going to negotiate it. I'm just going to accept it. I'm willing to take the 41 million. I'm not willing to, like, you know, I've waited for quite a long time for a deal to come through for Lucas, and I'm just going to go ahead and accept it. So, guys, there we go. Lucas Moura has completed his move to Inter Milan. I'm hoping he does really well there. Now, I didn't really want to sell him, but again, he's 27 years old. I don't really see a place for him at the club. I know I say he's 27 years old, but as you can see, I'm about to go in for Moussa Dembele, who is 33. But we're going to go ahead and bring back Moussa Dembele to the club, thanks to Lucas Moura. Now, again, not someone who's going to be starting every game, but I want him to play in the odd cup game here and there, maybe the odd Premier League game. And he's actually better than our centre-mid backup options, such as Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko. He's actually higher overall. So we're going to try and bring him back. I'm just going to go ahead with exactly his value, and hopefully they are willing to accept. I think they will. 17 million. Okay, that's a lot of money for a 33-year-old. 14 mil? No, I'm obviously willing to pay whatever for him. Okay, there we go. 14 mil for him. I'm willing to pay whatever, because this will probably be my last signing of this window. But he was one of my favourite Spurs players when he was at the club. Rotation, yeah, okay, we'll accept rotation. And, you know, bringing back Gareth Bale in real life, I'd like to just bring him back too. And 2 years we'll put on his contract. He wanted 1 year, but he'll go to his 35. Disregard his release clause, now his wage. I'm going to go with a modest 50 grand. That's a massive wage increase on his current one. No additional fees. See if he accepts that. Okay, so, oh my goodness, okay. Greedy Musso, absolute greedy. Remove his bonus. I mean, again, like I said, willing to accept whatever for him, as he will be my last signing of the window. Now, I've actually shortlisted 2 players here, Marcel Sabitzer and Marcelo Brozovic. Again, not going to be signing any of them. Like I said, I'm just scouting some players for, you know, the future of this club. But again, last signing of the window will be Moussa Dembele, unless I feel like I need to strengthen in other areas as well. So who should he replace on the bench? Harry Winks, maybe? I'm thinking we replace him with Harry Winks. As you know, he's our lowest overall midfielder on the bench over him and Moussa Sissoko. Well, in regards to sharpness anyway, because Sissoko's actually got up to the 80 and Harry Winks has gone down to 78 on this sharpness and kind of happiness, morale. And yeah, so he has actually gone down. Sissoko's gone up 1, so that's good to see. Eric Dyer's, of course, gone down 1 alongside Serge Aurier as well, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, look at the team. Look at the team. It's looking good. Bale's gone up to an 88 rated right winger, which is lovely to see. I think that's a bit overpowered sometimes, this boost that they get. But I've seen it got to +7 before, so we'll be interested to see if anyone gets +7. But you know, hopefully they're the ones who's doing all the goal scoring for us. Real Madrid have offered to sign Dele Alli. Now, again, he's not in my plans as a cam, but when we convert him to a centre forward / striker, I think he's going to be a really good player for us. I'm just going to kindly decline that from Real Madrid. Now, if I want to bring in a big name signing, he will be the first one probably on the list to go. But we're actually approaching our first game of the season, which we're not going to play in this episode. We're going to be doing the admin stuff like the training and everything throughout this. Obviously the signing as well. I'm just going to simulate all of this. Like I said, guys, look, there we go. The best grade you get is what you get when you sim, which is nice to see. Alderweireld and Doherty up there, 98 sharpness. We're getting some good sharpness for all of our players here, which is nice to see. So talking about the youth academy, we've actually got our 3 scouts come back with some players here. Now, wow, okay. Very nice potential off the bat. Now, we're just going to be signing players, you know, that have good potential. And all of these so far, besides him and him, look pretty good. Now, let's go in. That was obviously the Republic of Ireland. This is the Welsh one. No real good ones so far. Decent, but not what we're looking for. Can we have in the 90s? There we go. Ryan Priest. Jesus. How am I pronouncing that? Okay, so the English one, looking good so far. No, Jake Newton, I'm sorry. Jackson Cook, looking good. Theo Fox, unfortunately. Okay, Henry Gardiner. I mean, it's okay, so we'll take him. It's a goalkeeper as well. I wasn't looking at any of the positions, actually. So let's have a little look in the youth academy now, and we've probably got loads to choose from. Yeah, we do. Is that, yeah, okay, so this is the full list. So we've got 1 goalkeeper. Again, all decent potential. Now, I obviously did know that Luca Tyler was 5'11". I was aware of that before converting into a centre-back. I am fully aware of that, but I am happy to have him as a centre-back. Jackson Cook, oh, good little bit of positions there. Centre-back, right-back, and CDM. Okay, looks very decent indeed. Aaron McFadden, just a right-back, 49 overall, pretty poor, but again, the potential's decent, so we'll keep him. We've got Aaron Dobson, left mid / cam with 5-star skill moves. That is perfect. Really good overall as well. Now, he looks like a player we could potentially use in the near future. We're actually going to put him on a development plan, I think. Now, we do have, obviously, Ryan Sessegnon on loan, and he is a left winger. So, is there anything we can do with Aaron Dobson? Now, I'm thinking, right, now hear me out. His stats look pretty well-rounded, besides his defending and his physical. I'd like to convert him to a centre mid. Now, he can play cam. Was it cam he could play? Yeah, okay, so he can play central attacking midfielder. So what I'm actually going to do is, guys, I'm going to convert him to a centre mid. Now, that apparently only takes 2 weeks. Upgrades his defensive work rate to medium as well, which is what I was hoping for. And upgrades his stats all across the board, really, besides pace. So we're actually going to convert him to a centre mid. I'd like to see that. 5'9" as well. So an okay height for a central midfielder, I guess. Another 5-star skiller in Thomas Phelan there. A cam / centre forward / centre mid. Now, I don't know about you, but I think he might be a striker. I think he might be a good striker. 5'8", though. Pretty bad on that regard. Alphonso Bella, of course, then. Reece Pearce. Looking pretty good there with his work rates and everything. Again, can play cam, centre forward or centre mid. This guy here, 5-star weak foot, Eamon Morrissey, he looks like a decent talent. Looks more of like a CDM in my opinion, just because of his work rates, but his defending stat isn't that great. We'll put development plans on all of them, but I'm not going to be bothered to take you through all of them. I'll just kind of update you here and there. But guys, I'm going to end the episode on that one. If you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like rating, subscribe for more Tottenham Hotspur career mode and just general football chat. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.